time for the Dr. Tongie Show.
Hey, you're on the air with Dr. Tongie. Talk to me.
As soon as I hear your voice, Dr. Tongie, my day is better.
Hey, Dr. Tongie. I took your advice and made some changes in my life. And you know what? I've been winning ever since. Thank you for your advice.
Now, here's Dr. Tongie.
Hey, welcome to the show, a show that was founded on kingdom principles, a show that's designed to get you from where you are to where you want to be, a show that's packed with guests that are doing it. They are doing it in the marketplace, and they are blessing us, coming by here and telling us, hey, if I did it, you can do it too. And as always, we've got your girl, Jeannie Kitty of the city.
Meow. Super producer in the building. And it's, completely lit in LA. Okay. Always, but you got this extra, entire world comes here, award season, and something special happens when it's a BET Awards.
I know,
when
right?
we come, we show
right?
all the way up, okay? And it's exciting, and, the BET Awards, the countdown to it, the week, folks are just piling in and finding their way on the Dr. Tongie Show.
How
and
about that?
So excited about who you have on the show. This gentleman, you've seen him, especially ladies, one of BET's hottest new shows, okay? And what I love most, Dr. Tongie, with the platform of principles and overcoming challenges to reach your full potential that you were already born with. But a lot of times people can't get through. And what I love about this guest, he's going to talk about, when you hear about where he's come from, and when you see him on a top rated show, you're like, where they do that at? How did he do that?
Right.
Yeah, right. Nah, he just, got there as Hollywood. No, when you hear this testimony, I dare you to say you can't do it. I just have that much faith in his testimony. So before we introduce him, I know you have power principles that get us through the next few days.
I do. And thank you for that. Absolutely, I do. So I just kind of want to remind you about fact versus truth. We talked about it just a little bit on Monday, and I got to praying and kind of meditating, and I'm thinking, wait a minute, I need to remind them who they are. I need to remind them that they are fearfully and wondrously made. I want to remind you that you've got everything you need to get the assignment, the life assignment done. I need to remind you that greatness is in you. It is. And I'm not just saying this because it sounds good and it's Wednesday and you're listening to the Dr. Tongie Show. I'm saying it because I've lived it. I believed the lie that fact that says I can't do it because it's impossible. That fact that was with a little bit of truth that said you can try hard, but with sheer luck. That fact that said you can't because it's never been done. Well, I want to dispel those facts because the truth is you can honestly do anything you put your mind to. You can do all things. And because this show is a kingdom principled show, for us, it's through Christ because he strengthens us. I don't want you to think for one moment that because you were born maybe in this area of life or because you didn't have daddy, and if you're like me, maybe you didn't have mom, maybe you didn't have anybody to tell you that, hey, you got this. Wow, you want to grow up and do this? Oh my God, let me help you do that. And if that's the case, no worries. We've got each other because we're doing this thing called life together. And I mean it. I am so serious about what I do that I pray for you and whoever that you is, you listening, you watching, you've got to do it. Because there is something that you carry that nobody else can do but you. I didn't say that it hadn't been done. I said no one can do it but you like you. So here's the truth. You will. You can. You've got to. One of the things that you do not ever want to be guilty of is bringing your gifts and your talents to this world. It's having that answer that you were supposed to give us and you didn't. And then at the end of this journey, you see all of those possibilities. You see that book that you were supposed to have written. You see that song that you were supposed to have composed. You see the play that you were supposed to have starred in. You see that hand that you were supposed to have held. You see that person that you were supposed to have smiled at, because your smile was that smile that was going to get him or her through it. So, the truth is, you got this. You can do this. And there's a great expectation on your will to do it. And that's my soliloquy.
Well, that is all of the principles that I need, okay? That's going to get me through for a while. And again, this actor, model, motivational speaker, Monti Washington, has been getting through and doing so much of everything you just talked about, Dr. Tongie. You see him every Tuesday on BET's hottest, muy caliente show, Games People Play, starring, I just teased him off mic. I said, all the beautiful people, show all the beautiful people. Also starring my girl, Lauren, the Marathon Continues London. And, if you've seen his Instagram or social media, his movement platform to speak and the tour that he's planning, you'll find out why all the principles you just talked about, he's gone with a straight say from the bottom all the way up. Yeah, and I mean literally. So, welcome, Monti Washington.
Hey.
I was talking about you. That was you. That was your intro, by the way.
I'll take it. I don't know who that guy is, but I like it.
Wow, welcome.
Hey, man, I'm honored to be here. Thank you, ladies.
Absolutely. When I got the news that you were coming, I started thinking, oh my God, what do you say to a king? Other than, thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for making it look so easy.
I
I don't know about you even talking about that's her gift. She makes everything easy and nice. But you talk about how challenging and rough it is and has been for you. Let's take it from the beginning of your challenges.
Okay, I'll try to make it short and sweet. I'm a product of a one-night stand. I was conceived in a hotel room. My mother's a drug addict, and she was a prostitute at the time. And, because of her drug addiction, myself and my two younger brothers, we grew up on the streets. So one of my speaking programs is called From the Streets to the Stage. Now, for a lot of people, that's metaphorical. That's a literal statement for me. We used to sleep in parks for weeks at a time, eat out of trash cans, sleep in crack houses, abandoned buildings, until eventually we got put into foster care. And if anybody out there who's experienced foster care, it's a catch-22. It's good to be in there and be out of group homes, because I did stay in a group home. I was in like 12 different group homes over the course of 3 years growing up as a little kid. And that's scary. You get in, and especially being the oldest of 3 boys, I've always played daddy. So to be separated from my 2 younger brothers, I hated that. And then we got put into foster homes where first foster mother physically abused me and my brothers to the point to where I was almost hospitalized, got taken out of that. And then my second foster mother taught me one of the hardest and yet most profound lessons I've ever had in my life. We have this misconception that our physical scars, the things that happen to us physically, leave their greatest impact on us. And, I refute that. It's the mental scars. Absolutely. Like my second foster mother, she didn't physically abuse me and my brothers. But about a week in, my little brother dropped a bowl and it just shattered everywhere. And she just cussed us out, flipped out. Now, mind you, we were in the suburbs at this time. Beautiful house. Wow. And, black folks, we relate to everybody. So we thought this was an auntie. They were lying. They're going to stay with your auntie so-and-so. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, she living like this. And long story short, after that, she locked me and my brothers in a room for almost 23 hours a day in the back of the house, would hide us when friends and, people came around. And looking back now, like the significance of that, like, you know, even inmates who are in federal penitentiary have legally to get out for an hour. So you're like in solitary confinement, and to make matters worse, she would just tell us how useless we were, how worthless we were, and it just destroyed my self-esteem, like destroyed my confidence, and I became suicidal, tried to commit suicide on 2 separate occasions. Thank God, through the grace of God, I was unsuccessful. And then went through my last foster home where things were a little better. Shout out to my pops, Jeffrey Banks. That's my guy.
Hey, Mr. Banks.
That's my guy. I love that dude. And eventually got out of that. But I gave y'all the short, abridged version. But it's just I say all of that to pose this question to you, ladies. Like, just by looking at me, especially you see me on TV, BET, the way I carry myself, I'm a pretty confident brother. Looking at me, would you have ever thought I've gone through any of that?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. I mean, I look at Terrence, Tuesdays on BET on the show, and I'm like, no, I just know you about to nail the next TV show and film. I was like, nah. And then when like I said, when I look at your IG, that's what made me cry. I said, like, I was, Tonya, I'm tough.
Yeah. She's not
I either like care a lot, like madly in love,
right.
Or I'm very angry because you did multiple things that were wrong. That's the only way to get me cry. And it takes a while. It's like layers. Absolutely. And I'm sitting up here looking at this man's IG, and I start, I was getting all swollen. I'm like, Jay, clenching my pearls. I was like, get yourself together. I said, what is this? But no, so that let me know. I said, okay, all right. So he's anointed to do what he's doing, and through his testimony, is an inspiration to go higher. But I was like, man.
You know what? And my story, like I said, I because of the context of the show, I left a lot of gruesome stuff out. But I just always say that because, you go around, you look at people, especially in the social media age where everybody puts a filter, not just on their Instagrams, but in their real life.
Right.
We go around with filters on our face, our body, and how we feel. And, how are you? I'm okay when you're not okay. Absolutely. I'm fine when you're not fine. And I always say that one of the questions I ask every time I speak is, just by looking at me, would you have thought I've experienced those things? And obviously, no. And the reason why is because we don't look like our story. We don't. Like, if I look like my story, I'd be incarcerated. I would have been successful committing suicide. I was in special ed classes until 8th grade. How was I able to graduate college with 2 degrees and graduate magna cum laude? Write a book, be on this show, be self-employed for the last 5 years, because we don't look like our story, because the fact is we're greater than our story. And people have this... People just have this misconception. And there's this one thing, anybody listen, I'm going to challenge everybody out there. We all believe that our experiences form us. Right? And like, I'm also a life coach. So some of my clients, my dad was a drunk, my uncle was a drunk, so I had to be. No, our experiences don't form us. Right. What if they instead informed us? What if they gave us information about what we don't want to feel, what we don't want to continue, what cycle we don't want to allow to continue on, what do we want to break? So it's like, instead of thinking about all your experiences, like, well, I'm formed by that, I have to be that. No, you were informed. So me seeing my mother get beat by her boyfriends and pimps, like, it informed me, that's my mom. Why would I ever do that to another woman? Somebody else's mom, sister, auntie. That informed me. Seeing where everybody was doing drugs and alcohol and part of gangs, that informed me. Why would I want to continue doing that? So it's like, instead of thinking about our experiences form us, what if they informed us?
Wow, you just made the gyrus in my brain. That gray matter get another wrinkle.
We got to challenge.
Absolutely.
Wow, I love that. I absolutely love that. With the foundation, if you don't mind me asking, because I love going back and saying, listen, you're not the product of that.
Absolutely.
How did you get there? Why couldn't you just concentrate on you? And
it's progress is a process. And people got to understand that. I wish I had this cool, I was sitting there and then the light came through. And
Right.
No, I think in different phases of life, pivotal moments happen that will determine the next step and where we want to go. We're always at a crossroad at some point in life. You get to a point in life, I'm older, I got kids, I got this, I got that. Right. Okay, I'm going to be this. Or I just got out of school, or this, I'm going to be that. And when you grow up in poverty and everybody else is in poverty around you, you're not aware that it's not supposed to be that way. So it wasn't until I got into group homes and foster homes and saw how other people were living, I was like, hold up, me sleeping in parks and in driveways aren't the way I'm supposed to live. So it's like, it's that
And
moment.
how old were you?
Oh, you know what? I had such a turbulent childhood. I couldn't give you an exact age.
Mhm.
Everything is so melded. We went through this cycle of we'd be with our mom, then we get put in group homes, then we go back to my mom, she get clean, then we go into foster homes. It's just like this cycle until about 14 when I got taken away for like good. But before that, I couldn't give you an exact age. Like it was pretty, yeah, it was pretty messy. But yeah, it's just those moments, and then getting into 8th grade, being in special ed classes until 8th grade because my foster mom told me I was dumb and stupid. Like, let me tell you, I got called stupid so many times that at one point I thought it was my name. Like, literally, when you get called that, that's that conditioning, you know. These, you know, on social media, politically, we see all these false narratives. People give us false narratives in our real life. And, you know, the thing about narratives and stories is whether it's true or not is irrelevant. It matters if you believe it. If somebody tells you you're stupid and you're worthless and you take that on, you live it out. If somebody says you're amazing and you're encouraged, you tend to live up to it.
Absolutely.
So you get to those points in 8th grade. I remember all my boys and stuff got an honor roll, and I'm just a class count in the back. Actually, it was in the 7th grade, and I'm just like, I'm stupid. I feel real stupid. I don't want to feel stupid. So I applied myself. Wow. I remember that feeling, sitting in the back of the cafeteria and thinking, I don't want to not be up there no more. And so by the end of 8th grade, up until I finished college, honor roll every moment.
I love it.
When I got to LA, like, I struggled. When I tell y'all, you go from having 2 college degrees, being offered a job in Phoenix, Arizona, where I spent most of my life, like $80,000 a year, and this was like 2011 or whatever, and then you come here, and then all of a sudden now you broke. Let me tell you this. This is ironic. I'm not even joking. I can't make this up. God is crazy. Look out this window. I'm not even joking.
Okay.
I used to live in an apartment 3 blocks straight down there.
Okay.
With 4 different people in a 2-bedroom apartment, and that was the good part. That was after I stopped couch surfing and just living.
So that was luxury at that point.
At the point.
Wow.
That neighborhood right there. Every morning I used to go across because they got nice houses. I used to walk, pray, meditate, and say my affirmations, what I wanted out loud. I'm not joking. I'm gonna walk down there when we get done. I used to do that every morning when I got tired of feeling sorry for myself and started applying myself. Every morning I'd wake up, to the point to where all the neighbors, I mean, you got a 6'10" bald black brother walking around the neighborhood where people ain't black. They just like, okay, that's just Monty.
Right.
Like, they know I'm doing my walk religiously. And that was one of those moments where I was like, okay, like coming from poverty to being in poverty as an adult, like that's a mind mess up. Like, you're like, oh my God, even though you're doing it purposely, because I would have killed it in corporate America. I was going to be a lawyer. Right. Any one of those jobs I would have been successful at. But to do that and to willingly put yourself in a situation, because it's rough out here. Yes, and I just remember you can't feel sorry for yourself. So I pray. I tell God, okay, I'm grateful for 5 things every day. Yeah. And then I thank him in advance for 5 things. I thank you for this audition. I thank you for this money. I thank you for this blessing. Whoop-de-whoop-de-woo. Then I have this whole affirmations, you know, I surrender all my fears and my doubts and my abilities. And I do that every morning, every single morning out there. So it's come full circle. I'm looking out this window, and I used to go right across from there, and I used to do it. And it's just a lot of, you know, it's a lot of pivotal moments.
And let me tell you why Monty is so on point with that. It is the most beautiful homes around here. This
is.
I know. No, because it just sounded perfect. Like it sounded like I mean, I know you're a great actor. Yeah. No, for anybody who don't know, let me tell you why this man is dope. No,
I'm not gonna lie on radio. I'm not gonna lie to these ladies. I'd rather not say something.
There are the most beautiful homes surrounding this studio. I mean, they're tucked behind these trees. I mean, just the next block. I mean, $1 million homes. I mean, just beautiful landscaping. And just the fact that you are here to testify that, and you are reminiscent about you walking on this very street and doing that is amazing. But, you know, I got to ask you, how, with all of that, how did you learn to love?
Oh, my goodness. Fly. FLY. First love yourself. You have to first love yourself. And the key, sorry, I'm about to go in my life coaching mode, because a lot of my clients have the same issue, which is funny now, because now that I'm getting pub with BET and acting.
But if you didn't have consistent love, I need to dig.
This
hold on. Let me let the coach speak.
I got you. I got you. It's about to get deep. We're about to get deep.
You never give me the scripted version. I want the raw. I want the uncut.
Uncut stuff. You have to get to the point where you don't love yourself so bad that you want to kill yourself like I did. There's nothing wrong in this. May be what I call, I'm going back to your thing about truth. This may be an unpopular truth, but it is. You have to get to rock bottom. The people I see in life, I can meet somebody instantly and tell if you've been through some ish.
Come on.
I can see because you shine too bright.
Come on.
Your energy is it's too beautiful. Your light is too fluorescent to not have gone through something, because you got to go to the darkest of the dark to be able to recognize the light. Like people right now, I got actor friends, and I've been here. I'm a hypocrite, so we've been here too. Where I'm complaining about I didn't get this lead role. I'm complaining about because this speaking gig didn't come through. And there's people suffering in Sudan and around the world, and we can just see it. And I'm just like, hold up. When you go through hell, and when you're in the darkest of the dark, if you pick yourself out of that, unfortunately, some people get there and they stay there. But if you're blessed and lucky enough to dig yourself out of that, you will not allow yourself to get back down there. I don't care if it's the loss of a loved one or you've had your heart broken through a divorce or whatever it is. You have to experience that void, that lack of love, because then you come to the one truth that I realized. You have to love yourself first. FLY, first love yourself, because we expect that love from an external source when it's internally. If you're a man of God like I am, God lives in us, that love that's unconditional. You have to have that for yourself first and foremost, instead of expecting somebody, because can we keep it real?
Come on,
can we
please.
keep it all the way?
Come on.
We're expecting something that a lot of people don't have for themselves.
Oh.
We're expecting somebody to show us how to love, to give us love, to demonstrate love, when there's so many people walking around that don't have love for themselves.
Yeah, that's
and you
deficient.
can tell by the way they treat themselves. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm like Kanye.
Come on.
I can be by myself and enjoy the company.
Yeah.
Like and I don't care if you call it cocky, conceited. I love myself. Like I'm engaged. My lady is beautiful. She's an amazing. And one of the reasons why we work is because she did not need me when I met her. She was in love with herself. I don't need no one. I love her. Don't get me wrong, but I love myself. I spend so much time alone.
I'm glad you said that.
And you have to, and you have to be comfortable. We got to get off our phones for a second. I'm sorry, I'm gonna get off my soapbox in a few seconds.
Please.
Come on, life coach. Come on.
We got to get off of our phones. We got to meditate. That's why that walk was so important. Because it's quiet. You saw a couple people walking their dogs, but I'm not a sit down in silence meditate person. I'm an active dude, so I got to walk. So I'm just, God, I need this. I'm this. Thank you for this. Thank you for that. And when you find that, like, I go to dinner by myself. I go to the movies by myself, because I've been in a long distance relationship for last few years. And I just found like I'm sitting by myself and I love it. I know. Because I learned how to love. And now I understand how to allow somebody to enter that space and share that love with them and with me. But so many people are afraid to get to be honest with themselves. I'm honest about myself. Okay, what don't you like about yourself? What can you change? What is it within your control? I don't like this. You know what? Maybe I have been selfish, not on purpose, but I've been so focused on myself and building myself up that I've neglected other people. And then it's a trial and error. Then I realized I'm giving too much of myself to people. I'm making myself too available. Now, the cup runneth over. No, it's empty.
It's empty.
Then now I'm at a point to where I love myself and I can show love and help others without taking on their negativity, without taking on their problems. Like I understand now how to help someone without making their problems my problem. Their emergency is not my emergency, but it's you get rock bottom and you accept the fact that I am as low as I can get. There's nothing lower. And then every day, it's like taking a shower. You got to do it every day, because every day you don't, the more you stink, and the less people going to want to be around you.
Simple as that.
And then you start attracting people to you. And, I always say all the time, like, we date out our self-esteem level. And it's no wonder people find themselves in horrible relationships, whether that's platonic or business, because that's where your self-esteem's at. That's the energy, which you don't say. Like, right before this interview started, everybody was silent, but you felt the energy, and you said that, dog. And that's real. People pick up on that subconsciously. And if you don't care enough about yourself, you don't love yourself, you're going to attract people, hurt people. You're going to attract people who don't feel the same way. You're not going to like me because I'm going to reflect the mirror. Like, you either need to step your game up to be around me because I'm not going to allow you to project your insecurities on me.
I love it.
Or you need to get your stuff together.
That's it right there.
I'm not
That's my Monti right there.
I love myself too much to allow you to project your insecurities, because we all got them.
Yes.
Like it's a constant day of me saying, you know what? Yeah, you're not at the top of the game, but you're gonna get there. God has blessed you with this. I don't need somebody else bringing that into me.
Right.
So that love is learning how to protect your peace and being so very protective of who you let around you. It is better to be alone, working on yourself, staying productive, than to be in an unloving relationship, friendships. I've had to cut friendships off that I love. I'm like, I just what we got in life, I can't mess with
Yeah.
that. Old relationships,
Yeah.
like I was in a relationship with one of the people I was living in with there.
Look
And
at
when I
this.
tell
It's a
you
lot
it
on this
ended
block.
bad-
Do I have to hold your hand and your fiance get the other one when we walk up the street?
It's, but I tell you though, but it was one of the hardest breakups.
Mhm.
But that breakup was one of the last little things that taught me how to love myself. And most importantly than anything, and I'll stop on the whole love thing, is this: forgiveness.
Yes.
Who's ever done us wrong, forgiveness is for you. It's not for them.
Amen.
It is. I don't care if you don't think they deserve it.
Uh-huh.
I don't care. It is for you because you're holding on to that poison and you're constantly drinking it. Like humans, we're amazing. The only thing that makes us different from a dog is two things. We have one incredible imagination and we have one incredible memory.
You haven't seen my doggy yet.
I want a dog. I wish I didn't try.
And you know out here in LA, don't talk about dogs.
I know. People, be
People,
like,
you might be left outside these dogs.
they should have better.
This is
But-
damn territory. But I get you.
it's all about forgiveness. Like when I
Right.
forgive my 2.5 years ago, this is my last little bit of learning how to love myself. My biological mom came back in my life for the first time in like almost more than a decade, maybe 15, 16 years. And I remember I wrote my book at the time. I'm working on a new book, my old book, From the Streets to the Stage. I went there to give it to my biological sister, which we don't have a relationship. Her lifestyle doesn't vibe with mine. And my biological mom happened to be there. And I just remember, like, people out there, please forgive people. Just because you think you forget and you push stuff to the back of your head, it's there. And once I sat there and she acted like everything was gravy, and I was in town back in Phoenix, and I had to like set up a meeting to meet up with her, and I just let it out. All I mean, I didn't thug tear cry. Like there's that cool,
Yeah.
there's that cool
And then the ugly one?
Glory
Yeah.
Denzel one tear cry. It wasn't that.
You went there.
It wasn't that. It was that Viola Davis snot cry.
You said the
It
Viola
was the
Davis one,
Viola.
and nobody does it like
No,
me.
like-
So okay,
It was one of those. It was one of those, and I'm cussing and I'm just letting it all out. And at the end, I'm like, I forgive you. Like I dedicated my book to her, and that was the biggest thing because I didn't realize how much I was holding animosity subconsciously towards women. Like I'd never disrespect or put my hands on, but I did not view women as my equal because of women have daddy issues, brothers have mommy issues. Let's keep it real. And once I got rid of those issues and genuinely forgave her, we talk a little bit, but it's not all buddy because I have a surrogate mom. But there's no more hate, no more animosity. That was the main person in my life I needed to forgive. And I forgave a couple other people and let them know I don't care how they receive it, but text, talk, write a letter, send a pigeon, send a raven from the Game of Thrones, do whatever you got to do, but forgive them.
right.
And I am lighter. When I tell you I walk around like I am floating, my bow-legged self is floating out here because the thing I need to forgive most was my biological mom who did the most trauma. So whether it's a significant other or uncle or somebody who did something horrific to you, you forgive them so you can forgive yourself so you can learn how to love yourself.
You okay, Dr. Tom?
No, I
no,
am
look,
not.
I think this is. I think.
Sorry, Doc.
Look.
Sorry, Doc. I didn't mean to take it there. I'm
shame on
sorry.
you guys.
I know. But then
I'm
I
sorry.
warned you. I
you
take,
did.
but I did. So
But
you
I
can't
took
be
it
mad at
with
me.
a grain
Be
of
mad at Monty.
salt.
I know. I'm
did.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Because you are a principled man. You are living the principles, and you're not doing it in a religious way. And I'm not against
no.
religious people. I'm against what religion does to people.
Amen to that.
I am, because religion would have made you think that was for your good to go through what you went through, but it was not.
No.
But all of that what you went through, baby, was for the good,
It's
to get to
amazing.
where you needed to be. Because we
Absolutely.
need you. We need to see someone of your caliber walk in a room and command it.
Right.
Yeah, you do. You know, and then leave us these nuggets, this breadcrumb, to tell us that you can do it.
And then I'm also starting to say. I mean, a stage play.
Oh my
Oh
God.
yeah. I'm working.
Oh,
I'm,
my
I'm,
Okay.
I'm,
Oh, so
I'm,
want me? I get out your head?
Yeah. You was in there. You was in the head. You was in my head. Like, I
Okay.
was,
See? See?
In the next 2 years, I'm just seeing where this BET situation goes, and thank God everybody put out good energy for season 2. Just putting that out there.
We're
Means people
speaking
play.
in
And
Jesus'
the
name.
opportunities that I'm sure God is going to allow me to have because of
Absolutely.
that. But yeah, I'm definitely going to do a one-man play. Kind of going through that because my motivational speaking. I'm very successful with the speaking because it's not a TED. It's somewhere between a TED Talk, a stand-up it's somewhere between a TED Talk, a Kevin Hart show,
Yeah.
a play,
Yeah.
Oprah Super Soul Sunday. Like,
And that is accurate. That is so accurate because you
it's-
give all of those.
He does. He does. You
to.
really
And
do.
so I
And it's
realized,
good.
Absolutely.
like I realized, I'm doing a one-person play almost.
Uh-huh.
I just got to give it some structure, and that's something I want to give. So when I come up with this one-person play
Mm-hmm.
and go through my life, it's literally going to be a bit of a therapy session, a show.
Yeah.
No,
and
that's
all
what
of
I
this.
was getting.
But I've been writing it for the last couple of years. I'm just waiting.
Okay.
Now that I'm getting a little notoriety.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because my story is phenomenal, but for
Mhm.
whatever reason, we live in a society where celebrity is currency. And somebody who doesn't speak, who can be famous, and this is no shade at all, it's just the way it is,
Okay.
can just say the simplest thing like, you can be great. Oh my God, Denzel said you can be great. Paula said you can be great. Oh, everybody. And it's true.
Okay.
But because they are great and perceived as great already, people take that with a little more weight. So as I'm doing this, I haven't stopped what I'm doing because when I get in
Okay.
front of an audience, it's a wrap. You're going to
Okay.
leave moved. You're going to leave changed. That's
Yeah.
just what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
But as my celebrity grows, my words, for whatever reason, they're
Right.
going to hold more weight because you ascend higher. And since I started at the lowest of the low, once I get a little bit higher, people look at that maturation, then it has a greater impact.
Absolutely.
So it's like my platform is
Absolutely.
never, it's never for me.
He already said
Absolutely.
everything, impact and
Yep.
higher. That's all I need to hear. But I want to tell you that you are ready as soon as the script is ready because we need you. We don't see you on stages as much as we need to. So I'm challenging you to, as soon as it's ready, to
Okay.
execute.
Okay.
And don't
I
be
receive
surprised.
that.
Hold, you're going to remember this conversation. Don't be surprised if that show takes you somewhere you had no idea. You might even
on.
skip
Come
a
on.
couple
Come on.
other auditions and end up to that next
You
thing.
know
I'm
what? I'ma
just saying.
receive that.
I'm just saying.
I know, right? I know, right?
I'm gonna receive
You and
that.
Beyonce call me and we meet for Sally, be like, Jay, yo, you said that. You said that, yo. Okay, so I'm telling you.
I received that wholeheartedly. I'm gonna put that out there in 2020.
Absolutely. Yep, and that's the year, a whole bunch of change. So there it is.
Yeah.
Monty
Already
Washington, actor,
done.
model,
I know.
motivational speaker. I'm telling you right now,
Oh,
make sure you
wow.
watch. We're in the finale
Yes.
Tuesday.
Yo, next
BET,
Tuesday.
9 o'clock games people play.
Please.
And also your Instagram and all your social media.
It is Montivation. That is Montivation. You know, motivation, motivation. You get it. So that's on Instagram. That's on YouTube. Also, my Monty_Washington is where you can see a lot of my acting stuff. But my motivation, that's where you want to keep
Please,
up.
you're going to be
other
pumped
videos.
up off of it.
Yeah.
And then he comes out the gym or
yeah.
getting ready to go,
Oh,
and he's
yeah.
going to twist your head up and then make you want to like climb a mountain or something. Something you never done, okay?
No,
So just
no
be ready.
average, no
Don't
average.
even click on if you're not prepared.
Oh my
Yep.
That's what I'm saying.
gosh. You know, I know we've got to wrap it up.
That's
but
all good. I love it. I
Monty
love it.
Washington making a major
Thank
impact.
you.
Games people
Wow.
play BET Tuesday.
Oh my gosh, thank you, baby.
Oh, absolutely. I'm
Thank you for
blessed. I'm
standing.
honored.
Yep.
I just hope it, it reached some ears to make some people take action on their lives.
You did.
Absolutely, and yeah, ladies, I know you watch and look all of this. Yes, it makes it a little easier. Okay, I'm just saying.
Oh, hey,
Yeah,
I'm
you
just
know what I'm
me,
saying?
I'm just me.
Oh wow. God
So
bless
we'll
you.
see you soon, and I'll see you on the stage along with
Absolutely.
television and film.
Yes.
So
Thank you, ladies, so much.
You've done that.
Absolutely.
Thank you, baby.
You got it. You got it.
Wow. Oh,
I told you. I told you.
You did. You did.
I told you.
And I didn't. Oh well. Shame on me. I love you.
Mm-hmm.
I love you.
I told you.
Oh.
I told you.
Whoa. Oh my God.
But your waterworks didn't stop. I mean, you didn't. But you
But I
usually take a
tried.
break.
Yeah, but
I was
because walking down the street.
No, but why is it right here
Well,
on
yeah.
this block?
Yeah.
It's a lot of blocks in
But
LA.
everything is full circle, like the man said. Oh my God, I am so grateful. I am so grateful that he didn't quit. You
But
know
how
how
much for me?
easy it is?
No, I can't even imagine being in that. I can't say that I would as strong as I am. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You don't know. I can't imagine not having anybody as you evolve as a child.
Come on.
Say you're stupid. Say you're nothing. You're in crack homes. You are
Oh,
in.
my
You have
God.
nothing. You're traveling in garbage bags, and I mean, I'm talking about non-stop. Who does that?
Who does that?
I mean,
Monty.
unbelievable.
Monty does it.
So
Wow.
again, make
Oh
sure
my
you interact
gosh.
with us
Yes.
nonstop at Dr. Tongie Show.
Ay, ay, ay.
If you haven't been inspired, no matter where you are
Yes.
to where you need to be,
Yes.
this is the destination. So make sure you
Absolutely.
keep interactive on
Yes.
all social media platforms.
Mhm.
And coming up in 10 minutes, we'll tell you about Talk to Tongie on Monday and how we're going to jumpstart your following week and everything that is
Yeah.
going on. And I am like I said, this is BET week here in LA, counting down to the awards, and there is so
Yes.
much going
Yes.
on that it is
Absolutely.
absolutely amazing. And on the couch now,
Yeah.
this woman, and this is what I love about space, and we talk about going higher.
Yes.
And this woman, what is your technical height?
I am 4 feet tall.
But
Her
when you
persona.
when
Hello?
you look at when you read her resume, if you read her resume,
Oh my God.
wait, you would think
Yeah.
she's balling with the NBA at the finals or something. Over 6 feet, 7 feet tall.
Oh
Give
my
it up for
God.
Tonya.
Tonya.
Thank you.
Wow.
Love that
So much.
introduction.
No,
Love
I
that
mean,
introduction.
I said wow because I was
Yes.
familiar with you on because you're a little woman in LA.
Yes.
Okay,
Right.
I remember you from the series, but then when I researched and again, you know, a lot of times you just see people
Right.
where they are, but when you look at the background and realize the investment, the work, I mean, it's been years. I mean,
Yes.
you even
Like
started
over
out with
30
my
some years.
but that's what I'm saying. And then you also work with my DMV homeboy Martin Lawrence on the iconic Martin
Yes.
show.
Yes, I was on a couple of episodes.
Yes,
Really?
yes.
Wow.
So I mean, doing the damn
Yes,
thing, and
absolutely.
you even made history.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, one, I made history because I'm the first black African American or black woman, like a little person, that's in the Screen Actors Guild.
Oh, come on. That is major.
No, and we need to talk
Wow.
about that
Oh,
and know that
absolutely.
needs to go
Yeah,
viral. Okay.
Absolutely.
And let's see, I'm the first, well, of course, the first black little person woman who had a leading role in a film called Internship Games. So,
Are you
That's
serious?
so I want to be the first to get a star. I want to be the first to get an Academy Award.
Right,
So,
let's do it.
know,
Well, you know what?
It's done.
You are on it. You are
Yes,
on
you
it.
are.
And we talk a lot on the Dr. Tanya show about going from where you are to where you want to be. And especially when people only see,
Right.
you know, here in
Right.
Hollywood, the limelight. Can you talk about your beginning, your challenges as a little person, and how you managed to be seen?
Absolutely.
Well, it started. I was like I said, I've been in the business for over 30 something years. I started behind the scenes, and then God just worked His magic and put me in front of camera. And it's a struggle because like way back 30 years ago, you didn't really see a lot of little people on the TV screen. In fact, when I was in high school and I told my counselor I wanted to be an actress, he was like, okay, well, we're going to have you in a lot of performing art classes. So, but my mom, she was like, girl, you need to learn how to type because I don't see a lot of little women a lot of little people on TV. And there's too many struggling actors out there.
And let me
Wow.
ask you, because a lot of people always want to know, is there an association for little people, and how do you guys?
It's a foundation.
Okay, and how do you guys support one another? Because I always wonder, me, where do you, like, just where do you go to support one another, to congregate? You know, your ministry. Where is it?
Well, they have each state has like a regional chapter, and so a lot of times they'll meet once a month or once every 3 months, or every year they have a convention, a regional convention. Then we have the national convention. So every year, like the first week of July, doing Essence Week, they choose a different state for everyone to fly to, and then they have a whole week. You know, they have like their activities, and you have the doctors to talk about the different health issues that we can come across. Because
and what are some of those?
With little people, there's over 300 different types
Of little people?
of dwarfism. Yes.
Really?
So
I didn't know that.
The overall word is dwarfism.
So
But-
dwarfism is correct. That's
Yes,
not
yes.
offensive.
Yes,
Right,
yes,
right.
Okay.
that's correct.
Okay.
And so they have different types of dwarfisms. And my type is called achondroplasia.
Mm.
And I'm the most common type.
Right.
We have back issues. I've had like 3 back surgeries, but I've recovered 100%.
Man.
Because I'm just that type of person. I don't. When they say, "Oh, well, you could be 90%," no, I'm gonna be 100%.
Absolutely.
I'm
Wow.
gonna be able to
Wow.
do what I did before I
Mhm.
was in this predicament.
So
But-
no heart issues or anything of that nature? Good.
No,
Very
no.
good.
But
Okay.
there's some, type
Right.
of dwarfisms where their cavity chest is
Mhm.
small,
Yes.
where they can't hold all their
Right. The
organs,
air. Yeah.
and they have breathing issues and different spinal issues,
Right.
all kinds of
Absolutely.
stuff.
It
So,
is. Absolutely.
but me being a woman, because it was mainly dominated by the men, little men,
Mm.
to do the stunts and the
Mhm.
costume work. And I was like, I could do stunts and
No
costume work
way.
too. So I did when I was on Bad Santa, and for Tony
Oh
Cox,
my
I did all his
gosh.
stunts.
No way.
Yes, I did all his stunts.
You know, I'm gonna
I
go
had a
back and
ball.
watch
I had
that.
so much
I'm gonna
fun.
go back
Because you
and watch
don't
that
see, but
movie.
you know
Absolutely.
you don't know that. So
Right.
I'm so glad that you
thank
are
you.
you're just breaking down
Right.
doors and making it
Oh,
happen.
absolutely.
Yes.
You
Absolutely.
always see the fellas.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, and it's been interesting, but I can say I did do what my mom said, and I did take typing. And
You listen to mommy.
in between gigs,
Yeah.
I did get a regular job.
Okay. Okay.
So, but I would always quit them to get back into the
Absolutely.
industry because that's my passion.
That's your passion, and you followed your passion.
Yes.
So, the proverbial question is, are
Mhm.
you happy?
I am very happy. I
Good.
am very content.
Very good.
I'm I don't have a I don't have a love life right now,
Oh.
but I know God is,
Absolutely.
preparing me for that person and preparing that person for me, because I am busy.
Okay.
I have a lot going
Okay.
on.
Okay.
I have my own production company called One Bossy Productions,
Oh wow.
and I have
Your
my own
gear.
active.
I know, right?
my
Look, I
active
saw
wear
your gear.
line.
I was like, "Where's my bossy shirt?" I was like, I saw.
gotta
some-
get- I
you know what
gotta
I'm
get-
doing?
I
I'm getting
gotta
home.
get
Gone
you
with some
some.
boss babes
And
right
I
here.
have information, and I will send you some
I
stuff.
will
cool is
rock
that?
that.
How
No, her
cool is
gear is
that?
dope on her
Really?
website. Yes,
Oh,
yes.
And I have my own wine. It's a red blend called
Oh,
Latanya
come
Renee.
on.
What?
Wait a minute. Tanya Renee.
It's Latanya.
Latanya.
Well, my name is Tanya Renee Banks,
Mine
but-
is Tongie Renee.
and my grandmother used to always call me Latanya.
Okay.
And so I used to tell her, I'd be like, "Big Mama, my name is Tanya."
Uh-huh.
She was like, "Well, I told your mama to name you Latanya. She should have named you Latanya."
Uh-huh.
So she just called me Latanya.
Latanya.
That's grandma. Like, I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Right. And she ended up getting Alzheimer's,
Oh,
dementia, but
So hard.
yeah.
it within that, even though before she passed, no matter what, she wouldn't remember nobody. But when I would come in the room, Latanya,
Oh, come on.
even in that
Yeah,
state,
in that state.
she-
Absolutely. Wow.
So that's why I named my wine after, in honor of her,
How about
Latanya
that?
Renee.
That is so beautiful. Now, where can we find your wines?
Now the
Because-
wine you have to it's the winery's up in Livermore, California,
Okay.
up by San Francisco.
Okay.
But you can go on my website
Okay.
and you can order the wine, you can order the activewear line, and
Wow.
just contact all my social media through my website.
Okay.
You could join my website, subscribe to my website, and
deal.
you'll get notifications of where I'm at, what I'm doing, and what's coming next.
Wow. Wow. You are
I mean, doing
an amazing
it. I told
woman.
you, like,
are. Oh
like
my
almost
God.
7 feet tall.
Yeah.
I'm like, for real? Like, she's doing major,
Yes,
like,
you
major
are.
stuff.
Absolutely.
You know?
And you're having fun.
Yes.
Yeah, and you're happy.
I'm having a ball. I mean, I'm people say they living their best life.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, I'm living my blessed life.
I love it. I
Oh.
absolutely
You know.
love it. If you could say something to someone who is listening, who maybe feel like they're being disqualified for whatever reason. Maybe they thought, I'm too little, I'm too big, or whatever.
Any
whatever.
handicap.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say to that
I would
person?
say to them what my mom said to me.
Okay.
A squeaky wheel always get greased.
Okay.
So no matter how many no's, there will be a yes.
Absolutely.
And you just, and I'm a type of person, I just don't take no for an answer. And I'm actually and I'm actually writing a book.
Oh,
so once it's finished, then I'll
absolutely.
You got a
advertise
title
it.
for it?
Yeah.
Oh, look,
It's a
I'm trying to
working
look
title.
slow. Okay, all right. Trying to get a Dr. Tongie exclusive. Doing my producer duties. Okay.
Right, I do. But like I said, and once it's finished, then
Absolutely.
I'll put it out there. And it's everybody has a story.
Yes.
But I just feel that I get a lot. The book sort of answers a lot of the questions.
Okay.
And to let you know where I get my strength from and
Mm-hmm.
what I've been through and the
Right.
bullying and just everything from beginning to now.
Absolutely.
And it just, I want to inspire people to let them know, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything.
Absolutely.
And if you, I'm a person of my word.
Mm-hmm.
My mom and my dad always tell me your word is your bond.
That's it.
And so I only say what I mean and I mean what I say.
Uh-huh.
And so a lot of times, other people aren't like that and you might I'll get disappointed, but I have to say, well, Tonya, everybody's not like you, boo.
Right.
So, just get up and keep it
Absolutely.
moving.
Absolutely.
Just go forward, stay
Wow.
focused. And use your stumbling blocks
Mm-hmm.
and collect them and make them your stepping stone.
I love it.
So.
I absolutely love
Pit
that.
bull in a skirt.
I know, right?
Look, I don't feel sorry for Tom. Look, you know what? Let me tell you what I'm mad about, what I'm disappointed about. I'm mad I don't have a hip hop record label. Okay? Because me and you,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? No.
Okay.
You would be my VP.
Oh,
You be my
right,
VP,
all
and we
right.
would be knocking out every
That's
door.
right.
My money is on
Oh,
Tonya Renee
my
Banks,
God.
or as Grandma would say, LaTonya.
LaTonya.
I'm on Grandma's scene.
Right.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
What a
yeah.
Absolutely
blessing you are.
incredible.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
making
yeah,
history.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
I
Thank
love
First, if people want to complain about what they don't have, what
Right.
they can't do,
Right.
and she's
I tell
first.
Doing it.
Yeah, I tell
Absolutely.
people, use your best asset, whatever that might be, as your trump card,
Mhm.
and you play to win.
I love it. Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely. You're amazing. You really are. It's an honor to have you here.
Thank you.
Thank
It's
you.
an honor being here.
Thank you so very much.
Tonya Renee Banks. So if you see two people walking down the street, right, one right by my shoulder, just know it's JJ and Tonya Renee Banks, man, in these streets of LA.
Right.
BET Awards weekend,
Yes,
doing the damn thing, okay?
Absolutely.
Oh, I
Thank
love it. I love
you.
it. I mean, Dr.
Wow.
Tongie, I told you, yeah, it's a
Yeah.
wow factor. It is a
Yeah.
wow factor.
Ah.
And again, I know that amazing show, powerful
Yes.
week here with the
Yes.
BET Awards. And everyone's like, I gotta stop at
Yeah,
Dr. Tongie show.
yeah.
I know that on Mondays,
Yes.
Talk to Tongie, with all of this momentum
Right.
going on today,
Right.
what can we look forward to?
Oh, Jeannie. She's got me outside, guys. So it's the show yet again. The principals are there. The interviews are there. We're interviewing wonderful people that are going to show you. They're going to be a living demonstration on how to do it, what to do, and it's going to be a show full of resource. And you're not going to be by yourself. So those plans that you have written down, those dreams that you're saying, they're reoccurring, Monday's show is going to catapult you to get you closer to where you really, really need to be. Not where you want to be, but where you need to be.
And we got so many surprises in store.
Absolutely.
I mean, to keep it locked and
Yeah.
also for Talk to Tongie. So,
Yes.
I mean, it's just, it's just layers of greatness.
Absolutely.
So, again, another amazing show. Love Tonya. This is my
I know,
road
right?
dog. She don't even know. She gonna be like, this girl in my DMs again this week. I'm like, yo, T, I need you,
It's all
y'all.
good.
This is my
It's all good.
I need my boss gear,
Hey,
boss
I'm
babe.
there.
take it to the gym. I mean, I'm ready.
And I tell people all the time, you ain't got to be a boss to make some boss moves. So, and I'm all about making that boss move.
I like that from where you are. I like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You don't have to be a boss to make boss moves. How about that? We're doing life together, guys. We are.
We're doing it together.
Yeah, we're having fun while doing it. Thank you for all of your wisdom. Thank you for standing. You. Thank you for not giving up on yourself or your dreams or your gift or your God.
First and foremost.
I know, right?
First and foremost.
And thank you, Jeannie, for doing what you do.
Hey.
Wow. This is, it's a labor of love, but we're doing it. How about that?
It's hard work.
Yeah,
I mean, people think, at the end of the day, they see the finished product, but they don't know. It takes a lot of sweat.
Yes, it does.
Tears.
Yes, it does.
Time.
Yes.
Energy.
Yeah.
Lack of sleep.
Oh, yes.
Look, what's that?
I know, right?
When you're the boss, you got to be the first there and the last to leave.
And the last to leave.
So, it's not that easy. So,
absolutely.
But, if that's what you want.
Right. Let's do it.
Stay focused and work for it.
It's bad.
I know,
girl.
right?
But she's bad.
I know, right?
I'm mad on her that hip hop label. You about to inspire me to look, Todd. You know I'll do it.
I know. Thank you so very much for tuning in to today's show. You are such a blessing. We do it for you. We're going to do this together. Don't forget to join me Monday on Talk to Tongie, Facebook Live, 2, right? 5. 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
8 p.m. Eastern. We all up on your Facebook
We own that.
at the
Bye,
Dr.
guys.
Tongie Show. Bye.